Hi fam, our latest will be about Mbalula again regarding the things he said over the weekend as well as Zuma. Let's follow up on that. Mbalula implicated former police minister when he was addressing the Zuma and Nkandla issue the past few days. He said some of the former ministers had to lie about Nkandla in parliament to protect Zuma. What he said caused havoc across social media platforms. He was criticized. Some former ministers came forward and they are demanding answers from him. Former police minister Nathi Nhleko is one of those people who are demanding answers from Mbalula. He said these things over the weekend when he was trying to address Zuma and MK issue, but he ended up implicating ANC in the process. Please listen to Nathi Nhleko in the next slide when he was addressing what Mbalula said. Please remember to also leave your comments down below and let us know of your take regarding this. And that's all we have for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you again next time. Bye.
Ngeke ngivumelana nawe. Lesi simo okhuluma ngaso ngeke usakwazi ukusithakatha ngisho ukuthi unomuntu ongakanani ngeke. I-science lesibhekene nayo eniyasehlula. Into eyenza ukuthi sehlule kakhulu largely two things. One, a absence of strategic thinking at leadership level, ukuhandlisha nokumanage ama-situations anje from a tactical point of view. Secondly, i-approach engekho matured yokuresponda kuma-issues anje ngala. Convinced manje, and I don't like to talk about these things, but ngiyokhuluma kahle ngelinye ilanga in full detail. But all I can say is that in the ANC, if it's no Secretary General onjena, the worst of its kind ever in the 112-year-old liberation movement, angeke sifike ndawo ngoba you see you can't fika ukukhuluma kuqala before kuze ukucabanga. It just can't happen that way. Just can't happen that way. In fact, it's a typical behavior of yabona ibhungezi leli ehlala esibayeni ehleli liginqa ubulongo nje. Angisazi nokuthi lalibizwa ngani thina singabafanyana nje solution ngoba siginqa thuvi lento. You see, you can't have umuntu on a leadership responsibility. You can't have umuntu on a leadership responsibility, but then behave ngalendlela akwazi ukubehave. It just can't. I mean, it's making it worse. I mean, let me give you some technical loopholes asewavulile manje. Uma ethi ngangiqamba manga ngalento, kufanele akhiphe umuntu from the then leadership of the ANC, including the deputy president at the time, who's currently the president now, engangireporta kuye regularly on these issues in the context of a political committee, for an example. Who actually gave me an instruction to lie on behalf of the ANC? If ehluleka ukumkhipha lowo muntu, then yena futhi usenkingeni ukuthi kanti uyithatha lento ayikhuluma ngayo. Ngoba in any case, let me just put you comrades at rest. Uzodiscover ukuthi akekho lowo muntu, because there was no such. In fact, the investigation that I ran was a scientific investigation backed up with all relevant documentation and so forth by different experts in the field of engineering and construction work and security work, as well as cultural experts and so forth. So, uma uthi ngaqamba manga ufuna ukuprove wena uMkhonto ngento ethi here is proof yokuthi whatever I said was not true. Now, up until this point, akekho umuntu ohluleka okwazi ukwenza lokho, precisely because akekho umuntu onama facts at hands, but I do have the facts at hands. Even those that threatened to go to, they wanted to go to court, they did not take me to court ngalento, because they knew the facts were just there, all of them. So, I don't know, comrades. So, ngiyakho ngisho ukuthi hey mgenge. Kushoda umthakathi la, akasekho umthakathi ongadila nalento. Angazi so kwenze njani bafuthu. The honest fact is uNkulunkulu usidunusele. That's the honest fact. How do we deal with that? How do we manage that? I don't know, seriously. But we have quite a serious thing. I've never seen something like this. I mean, never really seen something. From the 16th of December to now, we were expecting leadership here to provide leadership and guidance. Good. How do we deal with this circumstance as having developed? Now, my response. You know, all we hear, sawuphendula, and so forth. I mean, really? How many weeks later? More than 2 weeks later. Ngisazophendula. Kanti sonke lesikhathi bekwenziwani bakithi? Hey, sisenkingeni. I know bengithi nje angiphefumule kulokho wena mlondo ngoba ngiyakuzwa ukuthi usele nesigubhu sovalo. Hayi sonke sisele naso manje. Sinesigubhu sovalo kusele sona lesi ezinye imitha isasebenza. Ngiyabonga.